This is a video response to Limor Weber's YouTube response for her 4,000 subscribers giveaway. Just wanted to show you a little thing that I've made since I've been watching your video. Just a few things. This is chipboards, and I just colored them with some inks and outlined them with black. And I used some doily and also some felt stickers. And in the background, if you can see, is multiple layers of colors and stamping. And I really love the process of making art journals. And so this, I made my homemade what is it called now? It's like gives a raised effect modeling paste. There you go, my homemade modeling paste with glue, paint, and a little bit of powder. And this one has a little bit of Luminart paint, and I do believe I used the Faber-Castell inks on pens on these ones. I loved it so much that I bought the whole set at Jerry's Artorama. Anyway, here's another one that you inspired me to make. Again, just a little bit more journaling and use of different colors and mixed media, and I used a little bit of watercolor and some of the Faber-Castell gelatos and the Faber-Castell brush pens. And here's another one that I've also made. Again, very, very similar to what you have taught us in the past. And again, multiple layers. And actually, that's a stencil. And I just outlined it with a little bit of the pen again. And just a lot more of art journaling for myself. And this is what I wanted to do in response to the rainbow. And also some of the stenciling, again using Luminart. And this is the gelato that I used, and some, again, homemade modeling paste. And this is, someone sent me in a rack, and it's one of those punchinella, I think it's called. And that's one. This one is just a little taste of, I like to do gardening types of layout. So again, multiple layers of colors beneath, but you can't hardly see it because I think I used a paint that was not very translucent. Here's one of my very first layouts, or I should say work of art, when I started watching your videos. And again, punchinella, some distressing, outlining, multiple layers of colors, using some gelatos as well as Luminart, and the Faber-Castell pen, again using the I think that's for the French pastries. I forgot what you call those, but that's the one. Again, this is a stencil that I did. Very, very similar again to the ones. And this is my attempt to make some kind of a underground, or I should say underwater scene, but I haven't completed it yet, but I need to put the fish. Again, if you can see the sparkle, that's also Luminart paint. Another section, this is watercolor as well as gelato inks. And this is one of my most recent artwork. And again, just using the techniques and using dies and stamps, die cuts, and some of my my punched out flowers, and I used that as a border. And then making flowers with circles and just painting your own. And this is my attempt to make heartstrings with a little bow tie. And this one is paper piece. I made the doll myself, and I don't know how well I did, but kind of represent me. I'm a little bit on the chubby side. And this one is kind of odd because I used some of my homemade modeling paste there. Here I used there's a pen by Sakura, I believe, that it puffs up, and that's a puffy pen technique there. And this is a chipboard die that's the from Michaels that I purchased. And then this one is a Tim Holtz die punch that I punched, and then a little bit of this one, this technique, I came up myself, came up with it myself. I used dryer sheets, and I crumpled them and shaped them into like a tree bark, and I just added it up, all the way up. And if you could see the texture there, it's really very, very textured, and I love it. And these are just my homemade cuts of leaves, and again, different layers of gelato ink, some homemade punch, again using the Faber-Castell gray pens, the brush pens, and a little bit of some rub-ons there and here. It didn't come out very well, but you know, that's my attempt in doing that. And this is actually maroon colored puffy paint, and again, this is puffy paint in red. And this one is my attempt to be a deco art, and again, multiple layers of paper, purples, grays, blues, and this is actually a leftover from chocolate candy that I was eating, and I decided, oh, that's such a pretty color, so let me paste it on there. And so I did. I used which one did I use? I think I didn't use the Mod Podge. I used the other kind, the Liquitex type, and I also believe this one here I used a combing technique with some silver ink and some splatters that I've seen you do, and some of my splatters were humongous. See there? That was quite big. And some, again, Luminart. And if you can see here, you can really see I've pasted a lot of paper, my leftover papers, to create a little bit more of dimension to my art, or my attempt at art. And that's how that goes. Oh, and this one, the circles, I made it with a medicine bottle cap, and I just outlined it even thicker with my Faber-Castell. And this one here was a napkin. Again, multiple layers. It's a napkin that I separated, and I colored the background yellow. And again, if you can see the texture there, again using some of my homemade modeling paste and a bit of stamping. As you can see way back there, it says "Straight from Heaven." I stamped all that in the background prior to adhering the tape. This one I used Liquitex mix medium, I should say, and I love the way the butterflies and the dragonflies came out. And I think I'm going to be doing more texturing to this in a little bit. So that's basically it. And then just making very, very quick backgrounds, again, with napkins and different textures, using some of my leftover paper and whatever tissue that I can find, and multiple layers of white and red and pink there. This one, my attempt again at using acrylic paints there. And this one I created with Delusional Inks by Diane Reeves, and as a background. And then I used sort of like it's like a pencil that's like a crayon that you use also when you go bowling, and that's what you make marks on before. So that's just making, you know, some different designs, fish scales, some, looks like I called it Shazam, but you know, that's something else. And then little bits of hearts and some basket weave. And this one is a fish scale. And this one, I made this with watercolor, but I didn't like the way it came out. It was kind of muddy looking. So I will end up doing something else with this and make layers of colors on that one. And on this one, again, delusional inks on this one. And also I used some of the gelato inks and just waves of color and different kinds of style. Just playing with my paint and color. I just love color. So anyway, this is my response to you, Limor. Hope you like it. And again, thanks for inspiring me and just giving me the wings to really be outside my fear and go for it. Okay, thanks again and have a great day. Congratulations, Limor, on 4,000 subbies. Bye now.